1, 2, 3. Wait.
Good
Afternoon, teacher.
afternoon,
Teacher.
Afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon, students. Welcome back to
Good morning,
another
guys.
day of mathematics. Let's quickly give a minute or two for Teacher Om to help us with a warm-up exercise before we start.
Okay. Everybody, please turn on your camera and please show to your hands. And then we do like this. We're gonna point the right hand 1 and then we're gonna change 2. Okay, we're gonna do 10 times. We're gonna count 1 to 10. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, thank you. Good job, everyone.
Okay, thank you very much. So today we are still busy with circles, but I want to finish up with circles today so that we can start with a new chapter from tomorrow onwards. Okay. So where's my screen? Open. Yeah. So what have we done in this unit so far is we talked about how to calculate the perimeter of a circle. We also looked at how the formula is made up and why it's made up like that. We also looked at the different types of things that we find in a circle. For instance, the radius, the diameter, the circumference, and then the chord over here is missing a chord there. Okay. And then we also looked at how to calculate the area of a circle. And we will have to use these two formulas today while we are practicing. So last time we were busy with word problems, and I discussed with you how do we tackle or how do we start to answer word problems. And then on page 75, number 2, yeah, we were busy with this one, but we could not finish because the time was going to catch us. So I want us to start there. So everyone all together with me, let's pay attention. Let's make sure we understand. And if you don't understand, please ask. You're always free to ask. And yeah, let's go ahead and start question 2 here. The square piece of land has an area of 625 square meters. There is a circular fish pond with a diameter that is half as long as the land size. What is the remaining area? So they want to know what is the area around the fish pond. We first have to calculate the length of each side. I already calculated that. That is 25 meters. They want us to calculate the square root of 625. And the square root of 625 equals 25 meters. Okay. So the length of one side is 25 meters. Okay, first we have to also highlight here. So we know area of 625 square meters. The fish pond has a diameter that is half as long as the land side. So the diameter is half the side of the land, and the side of the land we said is 25 meters. So the half of 25 meters is going to give us 12.5 meters equals diameter. Okay, so now we have the basic information for our calculation. How will we do this calculation? What must we do first? Who can tell me? What must we do first? Is there anyone that might know? Or must I ask? Let me ask someone. Who am I going to call? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a spider by its toe. If it screams, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, idea. Hello, idea. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you answer my question? Do you know what is the formula to calculate the area of a circle?
Pi r square.
Pi r square. Excellent. So what would the value for r be in this question? What do you think the value of r is? How will we calculate r? Who can I ask next? Who am I going to ask next? Thank you, Idea, for helping us with the first one. The next one we're going to ask is Bonus. Hello, Bonus. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you tell me what is the radius of the circle?
So the radius is 12.5 square.
12.5. Is that the radius?
Square.
Square.
Yes.
Okay. Are you sure? Let's have a look. The radius is half the length of the diameter. And the diameter, we say, is 12.5. So if you want to calculate the radius, we first have to take the 12.5 and divide that by 2 to get the radius. Because now we have the diameter over here, which is 12.5, but we only want that small radius. Okay. So who can tell me? Thank you, Bonus, for your answer. Thank you very much for helping. Who can tell me what is 12.5 divided by 2? What is 12.5 divided by 2? Who's next on my list? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Hello, Jean, can you hear me? Hello. Jean, can you hear me? Very shy, very shy. If I call your name and you don't reply, if I ask you a couple of times, I will just remove you from the lesson because I know you are not here listening, okay? So the next one I will ask is Fasai. Hello, Fasai, can you hear me? Also nothing. Fasai, hello, can you hear me? You guys have to help me a little bit here. I need you guys to give me the answers. I already know the answers. I'm here to try and help you guys. Hello, Fasai, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, can you answer my question, please? What is 12.5 divided by 2?
30.
12.5 over here, divide by 2. So we can do the long division. 12.5 divided by 2. So that will be the first one. Cannot. What is 12 divided by 2? Pascal, can you tell me?
2, 5.
5. 5 or 6? Which one? This one is a 6. It's a 6. So 6 times 12 equals 6 times 2 equals 12. Then we have 0.5 left. 2 divided by 5 equals 2. And the end will be a 5. I don't have space here. But the answer will it be 6.25. Yeah, thank you, Fasai, for helping. Thank you very much. Now we have to do this multiplication. So let's go to the whiteboard and go do it there. So we have 3.14. I'm not going to put the decimal places now. And we have 6.25. So let's multiply. What is 5 times 4? All together here, all together, 5 times 4.
20.
20. What is 5 times 1 plus 2?
7.
7. Excellent. 5 times 3? Is 15. Put the 0 to hold the place. What is 2 times 4? 2 times 4?
8.
8. Excellent. 2 times 1 is 1. 2 times 3 equals 6.
6.
Excellent. Now we put 2 zeros for placeholders. What is 6 times 4?
24.
24. Excellent. What is 6 times 1 plus 2 equals 8. And last one, 6 times 3 equals
18.
18. So now we add everything together. So a line. 7 plus 8 equals 15. Carry the 1. 5 plus 5 equals 10 plus 1 is 11. Carry the 1. 2 plus 8 equals 10 plus 6 equals 16. Carry the 1 equals 19. So now that we've finished, let's go add back our decimal points. It was 3.15 and 6.25. 3.14 and 6.25. So now we count the digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we go count at the decimal places. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we put our decimal point after the 19. And how do we make sure that it is correct? We take the first 2 whole numbers, multiply together. That will give us 18. So we know that our answer must be more than 18. Must be more than 18. It cannot be less than 18, and it cannot be 190. 190 is too big. It doesn't make sense. Okay, so 19.615. We can just make it 19.62. So now we go back to our book, and our work is gone here, but it's fine. Now we have 19.62 square meters, which is the area of the circle. Did we calculate this correctly? I don't think so. Did we do it correctly? Where's my whiteboard? Let's see. No, we didn't do it correctly. We should first do 6.25 square. We should first do 6.25 square before we do the multiplication. You guys not helping me here? We're all sleeping. I know it's Monday morning, but we have to pay attention. Multiply these two together. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 2 is 12. 5 times 6 is 30 plus 1 equals 31. 5 times 2 equals 10. 2 times 2 equals 4 plus 1 equals 5. 6 times 2 equals 12. 2 zeros. 6 times 5 equals 30. 6 times 2 equals 12 plus 3 equals 15. 6 times 6 equals 36 plus 1 equals 37. Now we add 5, 2, 6, 10, 9, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 39.6.06. So now we have to change our multiplication here, because we forgot to put the radius squared. Forgot to do radius squared. So now we have our answer as 39.06. We multiply 6, let's clear here as well. See how these problems become more and more complex, and we have to do more and more calculation. So it's important to learn to calculate fast, so we don't lose time. 6 times 4 equals 24. 6 times 1 equals 6 plus 2 equals 8. 6 times 3 equals 18. Put a 0. 0, 0, 0. Put 2 zeros. 9 times 4 equals 36. 9 times 1 equals 9, plus 3 equals 12. 9 times 3 equals 27, plus 1 equals 28. I put 1, 2, 3 zeros. It's going to be a 12. 3 times 1 is 3, is 4. 3 times 3 equals 9. Now we add them. 4, 8, 14. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 6. That's 12. That's going to be 12 again. So that's our final answer here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How do we know that's correct? Multiply 39 times 3. The two whole numbers. That's going to give us. So it means our answer has to be higher than 117. And it is higher, it's more. So our answer is 122,6484. But we're going to round to 2 decimal places. So we look at the 4 and the 1 next to it. This one is an 8. It's higher than 5. So we round up. So this becomes 122.65. Now we go back. Oh, yeah. Our answer is 122.65 meters squared. Now we are not finished with our calculation yet. Now we know the circle, area of the circle. Now we have to minus the area of the circle from the total square to get the remaining area. So it was 625 minus 122.65. And we minus. So if we go minus here, it's going to be a 4, 1, 0. It's going to be a 9, a 1. It's going to be 5, 3, 2, 0, 5 square meters. Final answer, 502.35 square meters. Okay, this is a type of mathematics problem that you will not find very often in the final test. We might have one question that might be a question like this, because it takes a lot of calculation and sometimes we can get confused by what to do. Very important too, when you are reading, make sure that you understand what you have read. If you don't understand anything or some things, please ask us. We can help each other to make sure that we can learn and improve. Okay. So that is our first question, a very long question to do, but we made it through it. So now I want to look at a skill advancement activity on page 76. And I want you guys to give me the answers. So please, let's all work together here while I ask the questions. Okay. So question 1. Answer each question and use pi as 22/7 or 3.14. What is the perimeter of the circle? Number 1 here. So how do we calculate the perimeter? 2 pi
I
r. Excellent. So now we have to calculate. The radius is 5.6. 5.6 multiplied by 2 equals 11.2. Multiply that with 3.15 or 14. 3.14 multiply with 11.20. So who wants to do that calculation for me quickly, please? Let's see who can get it first. What's the answer there? We'll just write here, multiply. So you guys know. So if you have the answer, please tell me. I'm also just quickly calculating here. Okay. Anyone have the answer for the perimeter? Who can tell me what's the answer for the perimeter? Anyone calculate it? Start with 3. Who knows? Who knows? Anyone? $35.17 meters. 35.17 meters. That's the perimeter if you calculate it. And the area? Now the area will be 3.14 multiplied by 5.6 squared. Let me write that better. A little bit not neat. Multiply by 5.6 squared. So 5.6 squared is 5.6 multiplied by 5.6. What do you think the answer is there? Let's calculate it. Let's calculate it. Let's see who can be the first one to give me the answer over here. I'll give you 1 minute, maybe a minute and a half to quickly calculate it over here. Anyone have an answer for me? Does anyone have an answer so far? So the first part, the r squared, if you calculate the r squared, you'll end up with 31.36. Multiply that with 3.14. What is the answer? Well, the answer is 98.47 meters square or square meters. Okay, so that's how we calculate the area by radius squared. Now, number 2, I wanted to look at because it looks a little bit different. So let's see number 2. What is the perimeter of a semicircle? How will we calculate the perimeter here? Can you give me the formula to calculate the perimeter of a semicircle? What is our formula? What is the formula for the perimeter of a circle? Formula is 2 pi r. That's the formula for the perimeter. But now we only have a semicircle. So half the perimeter is not there. So we'll have to divide by 2. Can anyone tell me what is the length of the radius for number 2? The length of the radius.
2.1 meter.
2.1 meters. So it will be 2 multiplied by 3.14 multiply with 2.1. Divide everything by 2. So what you can do beforehand is you can already take away the 2 in front and the 2 at the bottom and just multiply 3.14 multiplied by 2.1 to get the perimeter of the semicircle. So you can calculate that by 3.14 multiply 2.10. It's simple here. We start off with a 0. For 1 is 4, 1, 3. 0, 0. It's 8, 2, 6. If I remove these over here, we can add them together and we will get 0, 4, 9, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So our perimeter will be 6.594. We round it down to 2 decimal places. We look at the 4. It is less than 5. We round down. So our answer will then be 6.59 for meters for the perimeter. And what about the area? Going to be pi radius squared divided by 2 to get the area of a semicircle. Okay. So we know the radius is 2.1 times 2.1 multiply 3.14 divided by 2. And then if you calculate that, you will get an answer of 6.92 6.92 square meters. Okay. Do all of you understand what we are doing and how we are calculating these problems? Please, if you are struggling to understand or you're not sure what I'm doing, please ask. Remember, if you don't ask, we cannot learn anything new. And it would be a shame that if we don't learn anything new. I really want you guys to do well, and I want you guys to understand what we are doing. So if you do not understand at any point, please tell me to stop, or please tell me to repeat myself. You don't have to worry about asking me that question. You are allowed to do that every single time. Okay. But I don't want to go on too much further, because it is a lot of calculations in one problem. But next time we will finish off this skill advancement activity on Friday. And then after that, we will complete the unit test for circles. But please remember to do the homework that we've given to you guys. We do not have a lot of information. You guys have not sent us back a lot of it. So we will start sending you guys the homework again with the people that did not send it back to us yet. So it's a good time now to start sending all your homework. Otherwise, it might become a lot to send later on. Okay. But other than that, I think that should be enough for today. Don't want us to do too much. You know, our brains also have to take a little bit of a rest. But if you guys want to play some rock, paper, scissors, now is your opportunity to try and beat the teacher. So please turn on your cameras, and I'll give you a few seconds before we play rock, paper, scissors. Make sure you warm up and practice so you don't lose. You know, always warm up and practice a little bit, so you don't injure ourselves. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Oh, bonus, Elfasa, teacher Aum, congratulations. Congratulations to you three for beating the teacher. Idea, very good. Elfasa, very good, you guys, well done. And thank you guys very much for participating. Also, thank you all for coming and showing up today and being here with us, learning and growing together. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Take care, and I'll see you later in the week. Bye-bye.
You guys.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.